that they often struggle with is go-to-market and distribution. Mm-hmm. And so there's this narrative in venture that, maybe we're actually entering this age where founders should have some sort of built-in distribution to win. There's a lot of founders that are building in public. You see like a Sam Altman at OpenAI doing a lot of public facing, whether it's tweeting or speaking. He's building sort of an audience around his brand. I think Brian Armstrong at Coinbase is another good example of this. Elon is probably the ultimate, right? Sort of this like public facing founder that builds their own distribution. How important do you think that is? I know you've been an angel investor many times over. You hang out in sort of the like founder investor, entrepreneur circles. How important do you think distribution is to build a giant company? And, as AI takes over the world and everything gets commoditized, is that what's going to matter more and more, or is something else going to matter more and more?
I mean, I think it's an accelerant, right? I think I would never be as foolish as to say without it, you can't build a great big company. Before I came in to do this, I was just having a cup of coffee and I was scrolling through X, and I'm going to forget his name, but the CEO of owner.com, which is Adam. Okay, great. I was Adam, yeah. I was an advisor to his VP of sales a long time ago, probably 6 years ago. And I don't believe that back then he had a big personal brand or distribution. But as I was scrolling X just before I got here, I saw that he was announcing a big product via video, and it looked like he had gotten a lot of traction. That is an example where the product was so good and the product market fit was so exceptional that it grew, right? He understood his customer base. He understood what their pains and problems were. It grew. I'm sure it didn't grow organically, right? Yeah. I'm sure that they had to go out and hit the streets and do all those things, hit the phones. But now it's accelerating through his personal brand, right? Or whatever you want to call it, his distribution. Do I think if he had distribution in the beginning that might have accelerated faster? I can't say for sure, but I would hypothesize that it would. So my whole thought is right now, especially with everyone's ability to build companies faster and with less friction because of the tools that are available, it's a great day to get started, right? And I think if you're going to get started building distribution, which is going to be important, I think the best thing that you can do is tell a unique and interesting story. I don't actually think Elon does a whole lot of personal branding around Tesla. Like, I don't really, he's just him. He's that guy, right? And people either love him or hate him. And if you love him, you buy his products. If you don't, you don't. So it's just be yourself, be